sweeper. This is a 1999 Tymco 600 BAH mounted on a Freightliner FC70 chassis with a Cummins 5.9 and an Allison transmission in it. This unit is unique in the sense it has 13,000 original miles and 1,800 original hours. It's been in use in a small city. It's been well cared for. They've traded it in. We have gone completely through this unit. As you'll see as we do the walk around, it's in almost like new condition. All your tires are new tires. The entire sweeping head has been completely gone through. The entire blower system has been gone through. All of your engines and your transmissions have been completely serviced. Oil analysis has been done on any kind of oil in the system, in engines, transmissions, back engine. All of that's been analyzed to see what issues we had, if any, which it has none. This unit is a loaded up unit. It's going to have 325 gallons of water. You have a John Deere turbo engine on the back end. You've got a storage box in the middle here. One of the options that you're looking at is a lateral airflow nozzle, which will replace this entire broom. This broom and this step will be removed, and coming off the blower we will have a lateral airflow nozzle that you can direct completely to the sides and turn it around and go out the other side, and that nozzle will blow about 100 feet. It's usually used in an airport situation, which is what you're doing. As you go through the thing, any kind of wear item, any kind of rubber item have all been replaced. The unit came as a high-end unit. It has all the options: dual side brooms, dual tilts, the abrasion wear package in the hopper system. It has a hand hose on the back for sucking out vaults. It's hydraulically actuated. It has auxiliary hydraulic system, so you can raise your head, raise your brooms if your engine's down for any reason. Anything that we could do to make this as heavy duty as possible, we did. It has a chip seal screen, which allows the smallest material possible to pass by, which isn't usually an issue in an airport, but again, it's just heavy duty. The back end has been completely repainted and gone through. Not that it really needed it, but that's just part of our process. As you look inside the hopper, we've got to the inside of the hopper. You have a new separator housing, new screens in it. The entire inside of the hopper has been epoxy coated. As you come around the back, this is your auxiliary hand hose. Underneath here we have an extension tube. That's another option, but this will go down probably 10 feet down, so you can clean out a pretty deep vault out of it. You've got a crown on the end. This was not even available in 1999, but any of the upgrades we do. This just makes it a lot easier to do any kind of agitation or digging in any kind of heavy material in a vault. It also keeps it from being able to suck it to the ground, so you've always got airflow through it. And you can pick up water, you can pick up mud out of a vault, any kind of sand boxes, any of that you can do. If you have freezing conditions up your way, you can use it as a glycol recovery vehicle. It will hold 750 gallons of glycol, and you can either dump it out the back or you can get a pump out system. One of the other options that's on here is it has a hopper wash system. You can wash this truck out in these clothes. With this wash system, you'll be clean and dry when you're done, and your truck will be clean. Just makes operator clean out very, very easy. All we need is a hydrant. You just hook it up to the back here. We're going to open and close the back door, and that will completely flush out the hopper other than catching a few corners. You're going to have amber beacons on the back, backup alarm, rear work lights, a strobe on the back. You'll notice on the front it has an LED light bar, so it's very well lit up. You can see it for a very long distance. It's properly set up for just about any application. Let's come around this side. One of the other options this unit has is a high-low washdown, which will connect here. In our storage box up here we have a hand hose. It's like having a car wash with you. It's a pressure washer, so you can use the water system to spray down things, you know, in your area. You can do some light cleaning in the truck if you needed to. It's just a nice option to have. Part of that option is you can have a cat water pump up here. This is the blue item under the engine. It's belt driven by the engine. That just is a premium pump. Your hydraulic tank's directly behind that. Everything on here, as you can see, you can access very easily. You can get up. We have steps going all the way up so we can do our engine checks. We have a turbo pre-cleaner. We have a filter minder on here that will tell you when your filter's clogged. You can check your hydraulics here. We can reach around on the back side here and get to our dipstick. Just for convenience, if you want to work on the engine, it makes a nice chair. So it's got very, very good access to it. We can go down the other side if we want. Put grab handles on here so you can easily get to where you need to be. You have one 50-gallon fuel tank. This will run the sweeper and the truck for 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours, depending on how hard you're running it. If you do run low on fuel, the back engine will run out first so that you can get your truck back to get fuel. Again, you've got dual side brooms. They're 43-inch diameter. They're a wire type, digger type brush. If you want, you can change the elements here to a nylon for, you know, runways. A lot of times that's what they'll do because they don't want steel. We do offer a nylon type side broom. Checking everything on the cab is just typical of your chassis. It's a tilt forward cab. Let me show you the inside of the cab. You can see what kind of condition it's in. I mean, it's pretty much like a new truck. Okay, I'm going to open up the back hopper now. That's dumping the hopper without running the auxiliary engine. This is what your inside of your hopper looks like after we've gone through it. It's got all your baffles, everything just as heavy duty as we could possibly get on the unit. But this is where you would be dumping your debris out. The unit is rated at 7 yards. It will hold 6 yards of debris. As he panned through the back hopper here, on the back lid you can see the wash bar has 4 different nozzles on it. That's what's spraying in your hopper to wash it out when you're done. As you can see, I mean, the unit's just absolutely like a new unit. It's in excellent condition. It will sweep every bit as well as a 2014 or 2015 sweeper does. We've actually taken these on demos, previous units that we finished, and people didn't even know that we had a used unit, and when we swept with them, they were ready to buy a new unit, and they were shocked when they found out that it was actually a used unit with 2,000 or 3,000 hours on it. They could not tell it from new without looking at the hour meter. So they do perform every bit as well as a new unit. Anything that's been upgraded or that can be upgraded, we've upgraded. If Tymco makes a change in the production unit, the older parts we supersede and we put the newer parts on the unit. This next unit we're going to tell you about is a 2010 unit. It's going to have all the same features. It's in the same condition, so I'm not going to go through all the little features on it. It's a different chassis. We'll show you the chassis, and then we'll just do a quick walk around so you can see the condition that unit's in. This unit's on a Navistar chassis. It holds just as much water as the other unit, which is kind of unique to this. This is on the side, you'll see it says Comdex. That's a unique package that allows us to have the amount of water the cab over has, and it's actually got as tighter turning radius than the cab over does. I've given you the miles and hours on that. I can't tell you off the top of my head. It's like 20,000 miles and I don't know, 2,200 hours. It's a very low hour and low mile machine. This has been owned by a city. This is their third unit that they've had. They turn them in every 4 years. It's route sweeping. They have us pretty much service the entire unit while it's in their possession, so we know exactly what condition it's in, what work's been done on it. This one we've also done the same thing as we've done on the other one. We've gone completely through it. Everything's ready to go. It's like a new truck. Let's show you the interior of this truck. Both of these units have dual air seats, air conditioning, stereo. I mean, they're just a nice, comfortable unit to drive and operate. Okay, I'm going to open the hopper on the back of this one. As you can see, it'll be set up the exact same way the other one is. It's been completely gone through. We do the hoppers the same on all of them. The sweeper module's been repainted. That's typically what we do on these. As they go through trees, they'll get scratches on them. We just want them to look brand new. Has the same auxiliary hose on the back end here. It does not have the extension tube. If that's something you need, that can be ordered and added. You can add several different tubes depending on your needs. That one just happens to have one, this one does not. But they are available as an upgrade. Other than that, the hose is going to be the same. Uses the same part, same tube, same rear end of it here for digging. This one also has the high-low washdown system. The thing next to that is what we actually has a different way to raise and lower the hose. This one has a plug-in pendant, where this one has a switch attached directly to the hose. It's just a different version. That's what they did in '99. This is what they do currently. Has the same types of steps to get up and down. We have a space up between the cab. Same type of pre-cleaner, same engine. You've got access to your engine, complete access. Our toolbox is a little different. It's here on the side rather than up on top. That's just one of the things we do different for this chassis. It's going to be equipped almost identically. This 2010 does not have a light bar on it. That's something that can be added. The 1999 had one on it. That's what the customer ordered on it. That's probably the biggest difference between the two, other than the model and the year. You're going to have the same options. It's the same sweeper, the same sweeping head. It's which chassis do you prefer. There is a price difference between the two, but other than that, they've both been gone through the same way. If you've got any other questions, we'd be happy to answer them. This one can also have the lateral airflow nozzle put on it. It would do the same thing. It replaces the broom on the other side. Give us a call with any questions, anything that we haven't covered for you. Look forward to working with you. Thanks.